Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about the most hurtful part of the Uncle Near situation. We believed in the hype. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Kathy Kuhl, Andrew Webrink, and Justine Mays.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey-oh, so yeah, we're going to be talking about that. As you listen to this, the Uncle Nearest situation could be somewhat resolved. They got a big court date on Monday. We're recording this Sunday night, so we don't know what's going to happen. It could be literally anything. Could be, hey, this is going into, officially bankruptcy proceeding. We're going to sell things off. It could be a stay. They could, not even go to court tomorrow. Sometimes those things get bounced the day. We don't have any idea what's happening with court. We don't have any answers to that. We're just going in and we're going to talk about our feelings on this thing, how it felt, and based on all that we know now, was it a hurtful situation that we believed in that? We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Becca said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, Becca?
A little bit more lighthearted thing to talk about. I got a message the other day from our buddy Bruce, and he said,
yes,
to me, FYI, a quote, in case of Akeley, emergency package is headed your way.
In case of Akeley?
Did
What the hell does that even mean?
Bomb burgers?
So I think we need to discuss what could possibly be in
Gotta
this
be bomb burgers, right?
It's gotta be a bottle of bomb burgers.
in case of Akeley in this box. What could possibly be if Steve Akeley shows up to your house? What are your essentials that you need at your house in case of Akeley?
I think bomb burgers. I think that's gotta be the answer.
You would imagine that's what it is, but we also can't just go off thinking like that Bruce just. I mean,
okay, could be that. Could be coffee. I like good coffee when I'm there, and could be something related.
That would be a big one. I say the coffee.
The coffee.
An extra fork.
I know. Well, we've already been sent the fork by Brian Murphy.
They got the official fork of Steve Akeley there already.
We have the fork somewhere.
Right, they lost the fork.
That's why I said there was an extra.
So we have the emergency fork. It could be coffee.
Could be coffee, yeah.
What are a fan, just a personal fan to keep in your room at all times?
It's true, because I always have to bring my own, even though there's an overhead fan, but yeah.
It could be just a whole pack of underwear.
Could be drawers, yeah.
Because you like to throw away your underwear. When you're out of town, you like to throw away your underwear.
Yeah. I've noticed a couple of holes in here.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
I could. You know what? I could see myself adopting this practice.
It's great because there's something that feels like you've accomplished something when you go out and I don't know. You come back, your suitcase is lighter coming home than it was going out.
I totally get that.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels very.
I totally
good.
get that.
Yeah.
I'm going to Italy in April, and I will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, and not only that, I'm gonna do it with socks too.
Yeah, socks. Heck yeah, why not?
I'm gonna do it. I can totally get behind this.
Because then you don't have to bring the stuff back. It just feels good. I don't know. So
I get it.
yeah. So I got in trouble one time. Someone called me and said they missed their flight and was going to be staying in my room one night. And I had 3 trash cans in there that were filled with my fucking underwear. So then I had to run around. Because he called me, I said, okay.
Just looks like you've been shitting your pants every single day.
Exactly. I thought he was going to say, hey, I'm at the airport. I'll probably be there in about 20 minutes. I said, where you at? He says, I'm in the lobby. I'm headed your way. I was like, holy fuck. I got it. So I run out. I'm grabbing all the underwear, and then I sprint out the door, and I run to the dumpster and throw them in there. And then I'm walking back just as he arrives at my room. And I was like, he's like, where were you? I thought you were in your room. I'm like, well, I was just taking a little walk. So what the
Do you
fuck am I
think that if you
supposed to
did,
say? I was throwing away my underwear?
well, do you think if you did this at an Airbnb, like, would you get a bad review because you're leaving your underwear behind?
Probably.
Could this negatively affect?
Yeah.
Could this negatively affect your Airbnb rating?
Maybe, if there is a such thing as reviewing the customers, I guess.
Much the same way being drunk affects your Uber rating.
Yeah. They Uber drivers do rate you, but I don't know. To me, it's part of the fun too, because to me is cleaning hotel rooms has got to be one of the worst jobs. And I'm not doing anything to trash the room other than that. I'm just leaving a bunch of underwear in the trash cans. And to me, it makes me giggle thinking about, what does that person think? They're like, was the room in bad shape? Was he shitting all over? No, I didn't see any signs of that, but there was like 14 pair of underwear in there. Yeah.
Can I say something right now?
Sure, go ahead.
If you came to my house and left your underwear in my garbage,
I wouldn't do that.
I would not think negatively of you.
Okay. I would be worried you just posted online. My underwear would be like, I wear some jumbo size underwear. I don't want that to be seen and humiliated.
Well, you can't tell the size.
The next time I come over to your house, it's hanging on like a flagpole. My underwear's just blowing in the breeze as I pull up. I'll be like, oh, good. There it is. There's my underwear.
That would be great.
The holes in. Yeah, perfect.
That would be great.
Maybe Bruce is sending you a flagpole.
Yeah.
Yeah, to hang Steve's underwear from. I like that.
Yeah.
Tit pole.
Yeah. Was there a question in there, Becca?
I just said, what do you guys think that Bruce sent me?
Oh, yeah. So we're back on that. Yeah. So underwear could be a thing if he's assuming I'm going to shed the underwear there. But
coffee,
the bomb burgers, of course. Yeah.
Bomb burgers.
Yeah. Something like that. If I messed up anything else, I try to be low key with it, because I figure I'm one bad, doing something bad one time, I'm kicked out of there. So I try to be on my best behavior when I'm at Rosenbecker's. Yeah.
You think you're on your best behavior every time you're here?
Yes, I do. I think I'm on very good behavior.
All right. Keeps me up till 2 a.m. giggling in the fucking bar. Drinks all of my whiskey. Yep. Best behavior for sure. And then is like sitting down here. He's like, "Well, you didn't turn on the coffee pot for me." And I'm like, "Oh, you're right. I forgot to push start." Best behavior. Boy, I'd hate to see your worst behavior. I guess the worst behavior is you filling my trash cans with your fucking underoos.
I just thought I was.
He also bitches every time. He's like, "Well, I had to get dinner because you called me and said you weren't going to be making anything." Yeah.
I want to be prepared a meal when I get there. And then she's like, "You're going to have to find something on your own." I'm like, "Fuck, there's nothing in town. What am I supposed to get?"
I'm like, "I'm sorry. I don't have time to cook when I get back." He's like, "Well, I had to go fend for myself." And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
That's no picnic. Yeah. What? So.
And it's when he like surprised me. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be there tomorrow." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't tell you? I talked to Royce about it."
Right, I told Royce.
Telling Royce about something is like whispering it into the wind. No one will ever find out.
Right. Not even him.
Especially me.
As I'm driving up, I call Royce. He's like, "You're coming to my house?" I'm like, yeah. He forgets. He doesn't fucking remember shit. No. So
then he goes, I call him. I go, Steve's going to be here tonight? "Oh yeah, didn't I tell you?"
Right.
No, you didn't tell me. I had no idea.
I thought I was just a very minimal impact guest. Yeah. I put my cherry juice in your refrigerator. I always make sure I don't block anything in yours.
He does fill the fridge with cherry juice.
Cherry juice.
Yep.
hell?
There's inflammation.
Yeah. We drink. Wait till you get to be my age. Wait till how your knees feel. You're going to want some cherry juice. I'm telling you right now. Yeah,
Yeah, he's getting more and more senile every time he gets out here.
that's true. I can't deny that. Yeah, I forget shit.
He's going to be requesting like special pillows for the bed.
Yeah.
Why can't I turn on CNN in this room?
So, yeah, I think I'm the perfect guest, but I don't know. What are you going to do? Well, I try. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start this time with Miss Becca Sue. It feels like she needs a drink.
I've got our Sweet Thumped Rye whiskey here.
Okay. Wow.
Jeez.
Wow, that is explosive. Good luck with that, Kathy. You're next.
Okay, this is half gone. It's the Old Monroe single barrel aged in maple syrup casks.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not going to be anywhere near enough to take over the lead. Justine's next. See what she's got.
I have Stolen Wolf single barrel rye whiskey.
Okay. Also solid, but solid second place right now. So, yeah, we rank your next, man.
We got some Angels Envy finished dry.
Okay. Nothing there.
Nothing? Really?
Nothing but silence. Yep.
That was loud. How did you not hear that?
Well, your microphone settings.
Yeah, you got your microphone settings weird.
Yeah. So you're probably not going to get anything tonight. I've got Dark Arts here. This is the Key West pick, as it's known. So let's see what we got here. Also, just okay. Not going to be enough to knock Becca off the perch.
Good
there.
Lord.
So Becca wins again. Cheers.
Hell yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Uncle Nearest. And is the most hurtful part of this the fact that we believed in Uncle Nearest? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. All right. Grab one of those. Oh, boy. Oh, God. George T. Stagg. We just throw it around here at the ABV Barrel Shop. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily, and today we're talking about Uncle Nearest.
Yes, we are. So, Uncle Nearest comes out of nowhere, and again, certainly at a very minimum, you can say it captured the attention of the industry for sure. I think we all talked about it too. We couldn't believe that they became a $1 billion brand. Now it turns out they never really did. But there was a while there, when they're on whatever Forbes or Fortune or whatever they were on announcing that it was a $1 billion company. That's a big deal to come out of nowhere and do that. And I don't know, it seems like we're all on board and excited. And
they had a cool bar.
He had a cool bar, and Fawn Weaver was this great business person and all that stuff. And then it turns out a lot of it was just smoke and mirrors and shuffling the deck and moving things around and all this crazy stuff. And it's like a fairy tale. It wasn't real. What do you guys think about that? Is that hurtful?
It's been a pretty crazy story to follow. That's for sure. I mean, I don't think that we expected it to get like this far with some,
right.
Not filing taxes since 2018. I mean, there's some crazy stuff that's been dug up by a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of different things from different, I guess, influencers sort of, or from blog posts, writers, journalists, all those different things, and it's a pretty crazy story of what's happening.
Right.
And it seems like Fawn paints it out still to be that that everything's
she's sticking to it. Everything's fine. It's like that meme with the dog and the dumpster's on fire and the dog saying everything's fine.
Yeah,
right.
Literally that.
That's what it feels like. I mean,
and I
feel bad for all the people that work there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to screw in that. I'm sorry.
Okay. But so it ends up being this this weird situation where what was happening. I don't know that we'll ever. I don't know if we'll ever get the full story, but I would assume at some point we'll kind of get this laid out. I mean, it has the makings of a book or a movie or something. It feels so. Or, if nothing else, just one of these shows that spends an hour just dedicated to kind of giving you all the facts, like a Dateline special report or something like that. It feels
100% going to become one of those things.
Yeah. So right now we're still kind of left, gathering stuff ourselves, piecemeal here and there from different bloggers and stuff like that. But eventually it feels like we need to get the full story and scoop and what happened and.
Is it just the distillery that is in the midst of all of this, or is it all of the extra stuff that they bought, the winery or whatever it was, and the property up in the Hamptons?
All that's lumped in together. Yeah. Yep.
Yep, it's all been.
Yeah, I mean that becomes again. I'm not involved in the case. I'm just repeating what I hear, but it's all part of the situation where it kept needing more things because they're always doing something different. We're going to create a monument park, like a park where you can come visit, and we're going to open a distillery. Okay, now we're gonna be distilling, though they never hooked up the still. I mean, it's a crazy thing. They never even hooked it up.
There were other brands that really got reprimanded for what was the original one, Steve, that got they were buying from it. This was years and years.
Yeah, that was the one that Capone drank. What is that?
Was that Templeton?
Yeah, Templeton Rye. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, they really got hammered for.
They did. They did. Yeah. I don't know that they've. I mean, they're still around, but I don't know that they've ever fully recovered.
I don't think they ever recovered from that.
Yeah.
You think there's any chance to save the company at this point?
Not the company, the brand for sure.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like there's maybe someone else owning this brand. If the right buyers come in and buy it and take it over, it doesn't feel like the Weavers will be involved with it. I wouldn't think. I mean,
well, they couldn't get any of that. If for some reason she wanted to stay involved, they couldn't. I mean, nobody would invest. At least anybody worth,
Right.
She would have to be completely taken away from the brand. But
yeah. I mean, there was a lot. I mean, there was a lot of legitimate synergy and enthusiasm about the brand itself. So I would think, again, it's going to go basically a fire sale. I mean, it's going to go through bankruptcy, which means you're going to be buying it pennies on the dollar. And I would assume, though, that someone would step up and try to take it over. Because they're going to have to buy the parts individually. They're going to have to buy the brand, the name. They have to buy the distillery. But, if the right person decides they want to do this and take this on, there could be another life for Nearest Green in the brand, for sure.
Steve, maybe you and I should put in a bid for the house.
Okay, well,
maybe we get a good deal.
Maybe we can get a good deal. Yeah. Yeah, it's all going. So that's what, at least that's what's being. Again, we're not. As you listen to this, you probably know all what's happening. We don't know any of this, but it sounds like it all's in the mix. Even the house is already I think the house is already up for sale.
The one in the Hamptons.
Yeah, that's up for sale already.
What about their personal? Don't they live in like Florida or something like that?
I don't think that's part of it. I don't think. Again, the only way that would become an issue if they say that there were criminal things, and nothing's been criminal has been accused of or done yet. If it would, then yes, and even things that they bought that are so-called their personal stuff. So, and that's TBD still. Who knows? I don't know. Again, no insight here. I have no idea. But if there would be, that's the only way they go after something like the personal residence or something. So.
Well, because the government hasn't gotten involved yet either.
Right.
So far it's just been...
When you're talking about things like not paying your taxes for a number of years, and again, you can get away with that stuff. If you decide you're not going to pay your taxes today, and then so you don't pay on April 15th, and they're not going to come get you on May 1st. They might not come and get you the next year, or the year after that, or the year after that, or maybe not even the year after that. But eventually, by the way, they're going to come knocking, and when they do, they want their money, and they're going to get their money. And you can say, "Well, I'll just declare bankruptcy." Oh, that's fine. We'll be waiting for you as soon as you get out because you owe you never get away from tax debt. That's not a thing. They write the rules, so believe me, they're going to make sure they get paid. So with interest, the longer you put it off, the more you got to pay. So, yeah. So
absolutely crazy.
It's been a crazy situation for sure. Again, we've largely stayed out of it because, there's been a lot of hearsay. There hasn't been this, Dateline type of special that's, provided the information we need to, talk about it. We're not talking about it today. We're just talking about what's out there and our personal thoughts about what's happened. And it certainly looks like, again, as we record this, it sounds like tomorrow that there's going to be some finality here, at least as the brand stands today. What the future holds, we'll see.
I just find it weird that, out of all of the times that we've discussed, every time mainstream media says everybody's going bankrupt in the world of bourbon, and they always list the same 3 or 4, and that's never been thrown in there at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously they're big enough to have their own headline, but still, it just seems like, I don't know, somebody would have said something at some point in time to include it in with all of those other ones.
Yeah, it has happened a few times out there, but again, they're no different than any of the other ones. It might as well because they point to things like Garrard County, and that was that wasn't because of the times we're in or anything. It wasn't because of tariffs or anything like that. It was because of mismanagement, and I think that's really been the story on all of them that have gone out of business. The big names that they keep throwing out there. It's never been a situation of, man, tariffs just killed this brand and it's over. So they might as well throw them in, even though they haven't done that on a large scale basis. I agree. But there you go. Well, there's a little bit about Uncle Nearest, and again, we'll hopefully know a lot more tomorrow, and maybe when we do some shows next week, we'll talk about it again from a little bit more educational standpoint and see what we got, and then we'll speculate what happens next. I think that's again, we won't know things, but we'll kind of guess what we think is going to happen next, and that'll be the next thing when we get together. We'll talk about that. So we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. KK, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at KK Cask Strength.
Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
Weebrink.
You can find me on Instagram at Andrew in Kentucky.
Yeah. Weebrink, one of my oldest friends since I started any of this kind of stuff. I knew him really from the beginning. And first person like I ever met too from the stuff. So he happened to be coming to St. Louis for a meeting shortly after we started talking, and we hung out a little bit at Buffalo Wild Wings. So
that's right. Yeah, no, it was. Well, I mean, we knew each other because I met you before ISC.
Right. Oh yeah.
Back when I was doing the Instagram Live, I was an early adopter of that particular.
You were
feature.
Exactly. Yeah. You were the leader of Instagram Live. You basically that's why they still kept that thing going because of you. They're like, there's this one guy in Kentucky.
He does the same thing every weekend, but
yeah. It's just basically Andrew watching TV. That's if you go back in a time machine and you're like, I'd like to be a part of that. It was basically we were just watching TV at his house. So
that's what it was. Yeah. Well, it was what kind of started that was the Bourbon Tucky documentary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was a great documentary that, you could only get if you had DirecTV. Well, I had DirecTV and I was like, well, I'll stream it for you guys.
Right.
We'll watch it. Yeah.
Watch it together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I think what was our highest number? We got to 7 people, 8 people?
Yeah, 7, 8 people one time. So that was huge. Yeah.
That was big numbers.
That and 8 if you count that stink bug that was hanging out with you that one night.
Oh, it was on my Fiber One.
Yeah. Stink bug. Unfortunately, the stink bug drowned overnight. Then he didn't kill it. He didn't kill it, but the next day he found it in a pool of bourbon that had been spilled. He apparently went to drink and he died.
Alcohol poisoning is a serious thing.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. I'll tell you what. If you ever become famous like Booker's, they'll be the stink bug batch.
It could be.
Yeah, that could be one of the things named after you. So
I would consider my career in road and alcohol complete if I had my own Booker's batch.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
I'd call Brad and say, Brad,
I've done everything I could ever wanted to do.
I'm handing in my resignation.
There's nothing left for me to do in this business.
I can't do
a Booker's
anything.
Batch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping that early on they were doing like social media people and stuff like that, and they'd bring them in and let them be part. I just wanted to be part of one time.
Me too.
Never got that. No.
I asked Freddie if I could help him select some barrels one time. I just want to see what it was like, and he's like, well, yeah, it's not a big deal, but sure, if you want to.
It is a big deal.
I was like, big deal to me.
Yeah. I'd love to do something like that, but yeah. Miss Becca Sue, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley across all social media, and check out abvnetwork.com where we keep our content. And last but not least, come by and see me at the ABV Barrel Shop. I'm in suburban St. Louis, Arnold, Missouri to be specific. Love to have you sit at the bar, taste some things, and hopefully pick up a few bottles. We'll talk whiskey, so check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
That'll do it for today. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.